This is basically Sonic Dash. They added an upgraded character that you can collect the Downables one, and the Pirate one, and the Slugger Sonic, the baseball edition. The only thing about this app is that with this old device, I was able to cannot connect both the old app and the new app, and it played better on the old app because I had dropped basically the new phone when I was carrying food up from a place that I had basically the phone slipped because my hand was wet from the drink, and I just basically need to unlock I think 6 more characters if you do the stages and complete the level synopsis of characters with the stage. You can get a new character, but I've been doing the token base, collecting 250 to 500 tokens, and then the 4 items on screen to get the characters unlocked. And it was something that it's very intuitive to your controls, but I just don't put my finger close to it because you can make a mistake. And being an older device, it plays, but the battery doesn't last, so I have it charged. I'm gonna try to keep running, but it plays. For this NSE device back in 2015, that it was $250 to buy this, and I never cracked it, or because I would always not take it out because I would just only use it for phone calls. I didn't play any mobile games up until I bought this newer device that I'm recording on. Apple was always so different in terms of having a profile and being able to go in. It knows how many devices you have hooked up, and I have 3 devices that are synced, but iCloud is the 3rd device, which I didn't have anything that bad on it because it is something that I guess you're not the only one using the phone in terms of if you let somebody else on it, and then with Google, anything that you post will show up on that Google apps. I don't think I have enough. I was just trying to demonstrate that the device still is in good working condition. I had had a high score prior to this, but I don't know, it just basically syncs in and out of different sort of numbers, and I already demonstrated it before, so I think there was 16 stages, and I'm at 19, so I need 2 more basically levels to get that unlocked, and then the final thing. It took until November to get this far, so these are casual games, but I did get a high score. This is an old device that I had. Let me see if I can go to the Game Center thing. this was something that I thought the city was sort of prejudiced towards me in terms of talking to people and being sort of in general just discriminated against at one point in time, and that was me basically going against something. But I don't really want to get into it because everyone gets mad at me for my personal opinions, and I'm not on TV like say like Fox 4 with any of this, or Channel 5 or Channel 9 or 41 or CNN, so I don't see why I get disc. And for being an old device, I never dropped this device. Let me see if I could show what's. iPhone. It was an SE, but it's good registered under 5S because that's what it was. Battery doesn't last only but like 5 hours if I'm lucky, if I don't use it. But I don't have service on it anymore. I have a new device, and the internet still somehow it can connect to up to 15 devices. So this was one of them, and let me exit that. Exit. I don't know if I have to be logged in. I don't think I'm logged into this app. When you go on out of service, all your stuff logs out. Let's see how fast this goes. Being something that's from 2015 that I bought new because they come with the stickers, and the other phone came with a head dongle thing because it was different from the headphone jack that still works. I just don't use this at all because the battery only lasts 3 or 5 hours, and the other device lasts 11 hours. So if you'd rather have something that lasts 11 hours that you can actually make phone calls on, I have to sign in. I don't know if it stores the information or the keychain thing. I just hurry up and type it in hopes that I can log into it. I don't know if these are correct. For some reason it didn't go to it, so I'm just going to exit out. Go back to Sonic. I don't know how for much longer. I think I heard until September they give either the 5S or the SE devices, because it's still to the point where they continue to have it in their iOS system. But I heard the one I use now is up until 22, so I have to upgrade the phone. Probably do the 11 SE model that came out with the 11 chipset, because you can get it for $50 at carriers that have it, and then use it, the SIM card, and just the only character I bought was the Metal Sonic, and that was because I didn't see it as like a character you can retrieve via the event things. But 14 out of 20. They keep upgrading the different things. There was Christmas versions of these characters, but I don't know the real number of how many characters that you can unlock via it, but I know that the Downables one, the Pirate one, and the Slugger one were all new to the game. Then this was something that I was able to do via the 500 token collection in under 5 days, and I was able to do it within the first day. It was something that wasn't as hard as people would think, but concentrating on getting the token when it comes up and having only one chance at it, because they recycle the different characters until you probably get all of them. But I could sit there, and I don't want to purchase something for like $4 or $5 because I'd rather eat. But normally the stuff can be unlocked by just playing the game. Go back. I have enough gems, but I don't have enough coins to upgrade. Like I can do head start, and it gives me XP points to be able to unlock levels. I didn't put any real money into this other than $4 for the Metal Sonic, and the trial it gave me once I started unlocking characters. It bypassed buying it in an old enough game that's been on the store since 2013. So this is basically my review. I gave it a 5 out of 5 because I was able to unlock things that weren't off the bat unlocked, and I don't know if I could do the high score again, but I was able to do it at one point. I got first place at one point in time with Blaze, but that was back in November, and it's already been a year. I only spent like 13-14 hours on this, so it wasn't that much time put into this. But I just wish you can hook up a controller and play it that way with the D-pad, like left and right, instead of using your finger, because there's fingerprints, but they're not noticeable on the device. I clean off the devices with my shirts, and my shirts are normally not as bad, so I figured it's not as invisible to see the prints, but you can see it on the Apple logo and then the camera.